I think also, uh, I think for big ops like this, like 34 ships like we had today, staggered loading in, I think is a really good idea. Whoever came up with that,
Yeah.
like load in,
I
like
think
have it set in actual time slots, or like not time slots, but like load in when this flight takes off. Or that was a really good idea.
or maybe even just toying with the idea, because I mean, even though everyone was in, like, once everyone joined, it was still good. So maybe just separate airfields.
Yeah, that too.
I
Everyone
don't.
knows that.
I'm not so sure. I don't know. I mean, you guys could be right, and I don't know if that matters though.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Thanks for the flight.
Later, Azrael.
See you,
later,
buddy.
man.
Later, dude. Thanks for the flight,
Later.
buddy. Appreciate it.
Good job. Who told him I got killed last flight?
Multiple people.
Who fucking told him? The first thing he said to me, I heard a story about you from your last flight. Fuck you! I'm choosing to look at it as a neutral engagement. It was a man's duel.
Kick out of the F-14 though that got shot down.
Fuck, are these hangars big enough for our wingtips, Iso?
Dude,
Oh, yeah, we're good.
I just cleared mine on the way out.
Oh, Esau's here. What's up, dude?
Hey, not much. I'm gonna go fly a plane and do some shit. Hey, this airfield's kind of nice. It's kind of different.
Isn't it? Yeah, so like, this is kind of like where I ended up basing it off of, so I was just like, damn, this fucking airfield's sick. Like, I really like it.
Is it the one we flew out of?
Yeah, Bandara Boss. We're up on like the far north side and like the weeds in these little hangars.
Yeah,
Hey,
dude,
so you got any
taxi
wine in
for,
you
like,
from Mississippi?
No, I'm stone cold sober. I just got home like 20 minutes ago. Drove to the next town over with my family this afternoon.
Oh yeah.
Just
Hey,
got back.
Josh, are you here? Last call for Josh? He's
Who's
not.
voicing? Who's voice? Hey.
That's a buddy of mine.
Okay. I was just gonna say he might have been muted, not know it. So I was just figuring.
Yeah, he's in the U.S. and he's one of my friends from the Super Hornet people.
Ah.
But he also is an aerobatic pilot in real life, and he kind of pops here to see what it's about. And he loves doing GCI stuff, but he makes fun of it for being Canadian. And I'm pretty sure every single person in this channel right now is Canadian.
Minus me.
Fuck you. Vanquish, what? But it's funny because we're
Part of the Commonwealth.
yeah, basically.
Oh man.
Wait, who's all taxing out with us right now?
There's a guy taxiing in front of me. Is it an AI guy? He's
Oh
got
fuck.
He's got no name on the F10 map.
You know what? I might have added one of the slots in our flight might be an AI jet.
Sweet. Well, I am following him. I'm assuming he knows where he's going. Hey, you remember that bingo square for someone didn't read the briefing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, what should I put on my plane? I've got a bunch of empty pylons right now. Oh no, I don't. This plane came preloaded. Oh, wicked. What are they?
Yeah, they all came preloaded. Mark 83s.
Oh, dumb bombs. Holy fuck, I gotta have skills here.
Now, okay, I'm gonna ask this question, and when I ask it, please don't groan or get annoyed. Are hot starts gonna be a normal thing?
Okay. The reason why I put hot starts in. Let me just check the channel real quick.
Because it fucking worked. But
Yeah, it's just because like we spent so much time briefing, and the mission's already going to be long, and 425 will end up spending like an hour on the ground.
you timed that phrase perfectly. Okay, because I have no problem with like people won't do that, but if I'm doing, I want my flight cold.
I'm just thinking like in the situation where like 6-pack was kind of coming in late.
As long as
Yeah,
it's
dude,
just not the norm for my flight, is all.
Matt, our buddy, he's just going. He's fucking full burner.
Yeah.
He is rolling.
He went AWOL.
He's a loose cannon. Plays by nobody's rules but his own.
Oh, sounds like fucking Eric gun running at Sam site. Eric sent his man 40 miles away on the opposite end of the AO and was like, I got this, and started gun running. You basically killed a snail with a hammer.
Fucking badass.
No, never mind. You kill the snail by pissing on it.
Pilsner flight, ship of 2
High sodium content.
F-18s, taking
Shut up.
Baganella 2-1 left.
Whoever said doesn't have enough bandwidth for that cock.
I think it was Rat, wasn't it?
It was rad.
Such an aggressive statement.
I loved it. I loved it how he emphasized the word cock too. Like,
Just, it's such an aggressive word. It's so
You're gonna
aggressive.
say it right.
Amen.
That's true.
Matt, Easter, you guys
do
gonna?
some BFM. We're getting
You guys-
run off some steam now.
Okay.
Yeah, Zero, we're heading off again. Issa, before you launch here, we have a bit of an emergency. I need you to put the 409 skin on. I see as a U.S. Navy jet.
You also look like a VFA 37 to me as well.
Ah, fuck. Here. I'll just put on the default 409. I don't wanna
Okay,
fuck
where are you
up
going,
greenies.
Bankless?
You want just some BFM?
Sure.
Alright.
I can start a server up. I got one with,
Do you want to pop up to the pilot lounge? Yeah, these
Sure.
guys.
Have a good night, guys. Thanks for the mission.
alright. Later, Eric.
See you later,
You bet,
man.
man. Take her easy, Eric.
Anyone else wants to join, you're more than welcome.
Guess you got no fucking takers.
There you go.
Yeah, really though. Ouch.
I'm out for the night, guys. I gotta start preloading the next mission, so I'll be there on time.
Alright.
Alright, see you 6 back.
Later, man.
Guys, thanks.
Rat, where's your server at? Oh.
Choose ready.
Yeah, okay. I guess that makes me 1. I have no idea where we're going. We're going to launch at full blower and make a pretty aggressive turn to the left, I guess. Unless you want to take lead, I'm basically going to fly these waypoints in order until you tell me what we're shooting
Yeah,
at.
you can just fly straight waypoint 3.
Waypoint 3, copy. Fucking sequences. Fucking shit's all broken. Alright, brakes on, spinning her up. Dude, what am I doing? I got 1 fuel tank here. Okay, symmetric. Rolling.
2.
Oh fuck, I don't even have a smoke generator.
Ah, fuck.
Alright, leveling out of the turn at 145. 15-degree climb. Still in burner. Matt, you want to get on a different SRS channel here just for interflight stuff?
Sure. Which SRS are you on? Are you on easy?
A-firm. Easy.
Copy. Let's go channel 3.
ESO check-in, channel 3.
Copy, I got you, channel 3.
Oh man, I've got to... Wait, hold on. What channel did I hear that on? I've got my SRS set up, so I get channel 1 left ear, channel 2 right ear, or radio 1 left ear, radio 2 right ear. But I got you on my left ear there.
I mean, my column 305 by mistake.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, perfect. Man, this is just like such a little change, but Dude, it makes using SRS so much better to me to be able to hear, just to know which radio a message is coming in on.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, one's conning. That was quite the shitstorm earlier. We had, I think, like 16 MiGs launch at us.
Yeah, I caught some of the tail end of Alex's debrief there. Leveling it off at Angels 3-3. Full mill.
2 copies.
Do you have anything in particular that we're looking for, or is it sort of just targets of opportunity based on whatever's left?
It's basically just going to be targets of opportunity. It looks like the army base barely got touched. So let me know when you're ready for the coordinates. I can give them to you, plug them in for your waypoint 4.
Ready to copy?
Right, north, 25, 51, 54. East, 56, 17, 26, altitude 1,300 feet.
Read back. North 255154. East 561726. 1300 feet.
Affirm.
Everyone's gone.
Alright, T's gonna be heads down. Just gotta text my girlfriend.
Copy. Airspeed 298 in the box.
2.
I was in here to grab Matt, and I see he's muted.
Hey, what's up, Matty?
Hey, brother. Hey, we're doing kind of a. I guess everybody started to congregate down in the Inferno room. We're kind of running through some stuff. First off, dude, I know the amount of effort that has to go in these missions, so great job. This was really kind of fun. I think a lot of guys enjoyed it. We had we had a couple of notes as far as like the mission builder kind of thing, like the KC-130 for the carrier groups and the Tarawa. We could not find the TACAN was not up, even though he was in the area. We couldn't pick him up.
Okay, was that the one? Because I know there's one at the fleet. Okay, I see it now.
Okay. TACAN 18 X-ray. Yeah, it just wouldn't come up, but I did hear him call on station, which was kind of weird.
Okay, I wonder if it's because it was a part of the template.
Maybe. Yeah, it was kind of strange.
Maybe
but
that did it.
There, we just couldn't vector to him, and the Harriers had to drive like to Cuba to go get gas.
Yeah, I saw
that. Yeah, everything else is really good. We really like the crystal calls too, so we thought that was amazing stuff too, as far as like you having to juggle a lot of guys.
Yeah, I definitely had my hand full there with all the flights. Hopefully it helped though. It was really weird. So what I noticed is the MiGs, just the way these Arab airports are set up, there's no taxiways to the end of the runway, so all the taxiways at all the bases they were launching from are kind of at like the center point, so only one MiG would launch at a time. So I don't know if you guys noticed, it was kind of weird. It's like there's always MiGs but only single ships. It's kind of a...
Yeah, it's not accurate, but then again, if these are Libyans, you know, they probably don't know how to fly formation, who knows, but we do attack ship. The one of the things I know Vex brought up is our target for Inferno at one of the ports was that there was a runway there that wasn't really briefed, and that's where like 3 MiG-23s were launching out of. Yeah. That's when that bagged Vex. So I know that was one of his feedbacks, is just on the intel portion. Otherwise, really good stuff. I hope that the feedback crosstalk on Crystal was good too, because we're trying to mitigate the blue on blue, because we had a lot of guys burned in on that last bandit, and I was like thinking, oh geez, somebody's gonna get smoked here.
Yeah, I was glad to see that didn't happen.
No, it worked out well. Do you want to come down to Inferno Room? Because I know the D-Man's kind of doing the debrief. We're about 3/4 of the way through it. And I know you're a big part of this, because I know a lot of good feedback is coming out of this, but where I keep saying, yeah, Matt should hear this. So if you wanted to come down.
Yep, for sure.
Sweet.
Alright, I'll follow you in. Might be a bit quiet here.
Copy.
Even with steady lock. So I did a test last week, holding locks and just testing that out, same thing. So I guess Matt pulled the trigger a couple days ago. Sorry if you didn't pass it.
Yeah, I gave the green light on the AMRAAMs. All the U.S. jets already had them. It was just the Canadians who didn't. But for the Canadians, I just gave the AMRAAMs to the escort flight to kind of, keep it pretty level with the MiGs.
Anybody from any of the flights, 441 in particular, were not in the briefing before, or at least the Navy's part. Do you guys have anything you know for us? Crystal, anything?
No, nothing. You guys were good with your calls.
Going to start the right turn to waypoint 4 here.
Alright, so we've gone over Navy, pretty much most of the Navy. We got 425 and 441 to go over, at least for the bigger part here. Any questions of what we went over, Matt, or Jake, or anybody?
No questions. I mean, I was in the brief earlier, so I just out of curiosity, when we originally started the mission, we were looking for 2 GCIs to be able to work, because I know being one guy with all this traffic and stuff. Did you find comms were also cluttered? Like, would you guys appreciate having a separate air-to-air comm, separate air-to-air commander, opposed to having everybody on the same air-to-air channel? Not talking about Strike Unicom.
I think Matt can attest to this, that there were moments for 2 in particular that we got to that frankly, it was a little task saturated, both on everyone's part. Sure, yeah, I would have love to have a second GCI, but in the long run, I think it was more of an interflight comms between, say, in this particular case, Nickel and Inferno that would really work in.
I'd also want to just throw out a caution, because as soon as you get two airspace controllers doing kind of like a AWACS Crystal mission, there is a very good possibility of like cross contamination. If you guys are trying to work separate areas of airspace with people that are transiting through it, that'll get difficult for the two controllers.
There was a couple moments that I noticed, just to call it out, we've already gone over it, the Fox 3 is getting kind of thrown into general directions of friendlies along with enemies. We're working on our end.
Wings level, 285.
Everyone good?
Copies. I can't select my bombs. You getting that too?
441, guys had any trouble or anything along the lines, or?
I think for the most part our guys were pretty good tonight.
Nope, my
I'll
bombs
relay
seem
it.
to be working.
Pass on the Fox 3s towards friendlies kind of deal.
Yeah, the main one, we were both guilty of it in this particular case. The main one I saw with me, Alex Vanquish. Yeah, sure, there was a distance between all of it, but this 120 came up, and if it had a little bit more power, technically could attack Natty. And the other one is on our end. There was a Fox 3 long towards a target. It went dead way before the target, but theoretically, if we were using the other model of the 54, it could have done something. But those are the two instances that we've noticed. Beyond that, I don't know much about what went on in the north. 157 did good on their end. They killed what they needed to, and they went home.
Hey, question for Crystal.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Matt, when you had that single 23, that third one that came out of that target area we're kind of looking at, where Vex actually had to go defensive on that, then we had like a pincher of 3 different airframes going at it. We had the 2 guys from the north, 14 from the south, and then I was kind of in the middle starting to get engaged because I was already there. Did you have that picture that there was that many people coming in on it, or had you vectored somebody in particular to go get it?
So I noticed the F-14 I vectored, since he was a single ship, and at that point there's two aircraft. I could see one going down the runway along with you guys. I vectored over the F-18s from the north because I kind of figured the F-14 might need a bit of help there, especially if there's 2. I wasn't expecting there to be the 3 different flights of aircraft. I don't know if you guys heard, but I made 2 scram calls for Inferno flight to head to the south to try to declutter the airspace.
Yeah, and that actually did come after the splash. At least the one I heard.
Yeah, I made 2. You got the second one.
Was that the merge call that I heard? I heard 2 merge calls.
Yeah, this was one merge. I don't remember who the other one was.
Okay, I remember hearing that.
I think the second merge happened right here as you got in close to Vex, because I remember those 2 kind of happened simultaneously.
And then you guys are vectored down.
No, and that's good. I mean, Matt, you're giving a directive call for me to scram to the south, and I only caught, I guess, the second one. I think I only heard one. So when I did continue south. Later, I queried, hey, is it clear to move back in? And I think by this time, by everybody's getting engaged here, it was kind of almost like you got some pieces in motion, and then it's kind of out of your hands at some point. But maybe it might be that you could call for deconfliction for like whatever guys you vectored in, say, hey, friendlies at Angels, boom, give them something. So if these guys are tuning up their radar and they got a spike at that, or a hit at that particular altitude, that they may know that that's not the guy I want to launch at, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just small feedback. I thought you did a really good job though controlling this. I just think it was 3 different angles coming in, which was tough for anybody.
Yeah, it was getting pretty tough. There's definitely a bit of helmet fire going on. I think next time we're just going to have to mute the 305 channel. Just focus like with one channel on Crystal, or sorry, with Crystal's one channel, because it's getting to be a bit much. But yeah, I know. I think like most people did pretty well restricting the blue to blue kills, which we used to have quite a few of in this group during our larger ops. But
Jake, you mentioned earlier if you had two airborne controllers, I mean that could be good and it could be bad. I don't know completely, but I do know if we have a strike common and there's a commander on that, and then we have like Crystal doing the air-to-air stuff, that kind of separation does help as well. Because I didn't know Matt was doing kind of both of those.
Yeah, and I think like when you said, hey, you can have those conflicts with 2 GCI AWACS, I think that's what I'm more aiming at. Is I've seen it just with other groups where they play one commander kind of overseeing the whole op, but he's focused more on those what do you call them, administrative calls, and then the air-to-air guy can just focus on air-to-air and not listen to all the stuff in between.
Yeah, I totally agree. And believe me, yeah, like you said, taking that 10% off the guy's plate feels like 90% came off his plate, and be able to help him out a lot more. I agree with that.
And that's mostly for like these ones where we have 20 plus guys. I don't think it's always needed, but like obviously we had a lot of targets, ground targets, air targets, really close to each other. So yeah, I think there's an opportunity there if we have the numbers.
Yeah, I'm passing north of the target. Going to try and just have a little look-see here. Visual. I don't see any smoke or anything like that.
Note that we want to go over. Rab, did you have anything else? Anything you want to go over?
Not sure. Is anybody said my name?
I did. Do you have anything you want to go over in particular during this mission?
No. That was great. I had fun. The only thing that it seems that for some weird reason my target was under the water, but besides that, everything was fine.
Interesting. Go through one last time, make sure everyone's got what they're looking for. Navy-wise, we have anything else we need to say? Silence is a no. It's like 441 wide, got 441 right, 441 for Crystal. Anything else to mention?
No, I can't think of anything off the top of my head here. Oh, you guys are pretty good with your calls. I didn't know there wasn't anything I noticed while watching on the F10 map that was very alarming. It seemed like most people were pretty alert. One thing though with the F-14's radar, something I noticed is like the bandits would be quite low, and the F-14 still kind of be up at like 30,000, 25,000 feet. I'm not sure if it's like the Hornet's radar at all. I don't know really what you guys are working with, but if you're like 20 miles from something, 15 miles, can you still pick someone up if they're like 20,000 feet below you?
Depends on what we're working with. 90% of the time, I just want to stay a blanket statement, probably no.
Okay, that's one of the reasons why I called in the Hornets from the north, because it seemed like F-14s are a little blind.
They're blind when I'll go over it again real quick, Matt. I don't know if you saw it, but in the beginning of the actual op, we went in as a 2-ship.
Yeah.
And I got my ASL blasted out of the water, out of the sky. That is. When I called at this point. I think about here. I called and I declared. I don't know if I remember that, but I declared the targets. You said they were enemy. Clear to engage. We went. We pushed in. Fox 2x3. Cleared the first 2 bandits. There was a second ship that was taking off from the runway behind them, and at this particular point I didn't know what altitude they were at, and I took the risk of pushing away from the coast because I didn't know what SAM threats were inside. I wasn't getting any nails, but I didn't know what was there. So we pushed back. When we pushed back, we split back around, In this case, I had to fire 2 Fox 3s, so I gave 2 the shooting position in this case. I was a little bit farther ahead, so he fired, and I was a little closer.
Rolling in from the
The
west.
23 went defensive, but the second 23 fired on 2, causing us both to go defensive. He fired again, and I ate it.
Okay.
That's what happened on my end. That's what, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I just wasn't sure. It just seemed like you guys weren't really. I'm not saying that first engagement there, but towards the end of the night, but I said there's quite a bit going on. The airspace was fairly flooded, so I was just curious.
It happens. We had noticed, Maddie, actually no, Maddie and Domo and Stump had noticed the KC-130, for whatever reason, the tank cannon was not working over the boat.
Yeah, so I noticed it's part of the template for the carrier group. So what I had done is I placed one that would have met you guys halfway between the AO and the carrier. But I guess now it's whichever one's part of the template that comes with the carrier group and the training servers. So the info for it wouldn't have matched up with what was in the briefing. And I didn't really realize that that it had been replaced with the one from the template, so I'm sorry about that one, guys.
100. No, that's everything to note on my end. Everything, I think everybody's touched on everything.
Yeah, considering all the things you have to put together to make this even work, like at 70%, that's a small thing. There's probably lots of other things that go unnoticed, but I thought this really was pieced together very well.
Thanks, Matty. There'll be a few more missions part of this op that I'll be running next one on Sunday, of course.
Well, I know most of us will be looking forward to it.
Oh, definitely, man. I'm looking forward to raining some hell and nightmares.
Yeah, what you guys don't realize is that right now Matt is trying to listen and participate in this debrief, and also trying to figure out why he can't drop bombs off his Hornet.
Yeah, it's kind of pissing me off right now. I've done quite a bit of troubleshooting here in my orbit. So basically, I go to select my 83s, and then I get step on the right side, pops up. I click it, nothing happens.
You try turning it off and back on again.
Yes,
the words right out of my mouth.
Going negative on one of the numbers for the drop amount.
I don't think so. I can't even open up the UFC.
Alright, I'm gonna call the brief there then, guys, if no one else has anything else to add.
Gaddafi's dead.
For now.
So are his cars.
All of his transport aircraft are now burning piles of rubble.
He's living in a post-COVID world right now.
He's toast.
Hopefully there's a lot of great screenshots. I've already seen a lot come up. Hopefully there's even more great screenshots from this one.
No, I really appreciate it. That was super fun.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, nice work, man.
Yeah, it was a good
Thanks,
time,
buddy.
man.
Thanks a lot for that.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll see you guys next time.
Bravo, man. I'll see y'all.
Yep, thank you.
It's always a good time flying with you, boys. We'll see you later.
See you, Stump.
See?
Yo, guys, thanks.
Go drink a beer now and celebrate.
Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure my bombs are working fine. I'm just
That's
terrible
right.
at CCIP. I haven't done it in so long, so I'm.
They
I'm
backed
rolling in from way
when they
too
had
high
we had that big crash.
and
They
overshooting.
just said, you know what, guys, we'll back out. We weren't really ready for this, and they gave us a little room there. Hey, what time's Viper training tomorrow night, Z-Man?
Let's see when I get out of work. That's the biggest question.
Okay, you thinking like 8 Pacific or something, or 7?
Probably 7.
Okay,
that'd be great.
I get out of work at 8 p.m. So yeah, I'll be ready by 10.
Yeah, so Viper guys, take a look at the SAT training in the Skang Discord, and that's what we're going to be doing. There's a little brief in there about airfield strike.
Copy that.
Yep.
Thanks, guys. We'll catch you later.
See ya.
Expect.
Thanks
a lot, guys.
No, just realized I've never used CCIP when I have a waypoint target designated, so that's why I'm not getting just like the free-flowing ball and chain. It's only giving me the fall line when I'm lined up with a target, when I was planning on just using the target designated waypoint to get close and then just pick my own target visually.
So the next mission is gonna be next week, same timing?
Affirm. Yeah, Luke, what time is it for you?
It's about to be 1, but the thing is I start school next week. Exactly when you guys go flying, I'll be in school, so...
Oh, man. Oh, glad you're able to make it out.
Noon or 1 at night?
Noon.
So lunchtime over there.
Getting kind of pissed
Yeah.
here. What the fuck?
Just skip school. Do it.
Yeah, school's done anyway.
Time for a schedule change.
First day of an entirely new school. Maybe I could, since it's an online class, I don't know.
Have it going in the background.
Yeah.
Second monitor.
You can be our GCI.
Shack, 1 hangar.
The one nice thing about being one of the last ones out, it was awesome watching everybody take off. Just waves and waves of airplanes launching.
The only thing that was nice from the boat was the sunrise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was pretty when you first hopped into the Viper.
What plane did you fly tonight, Luke?
The F-14, Rio for SIGDOC.
Oh, awesome.
And he almost shot one of us down. He sent the 54 towards 3 F-16s.
And all
Oh.
the fast.
Yeah.
I had it locked up. I was determined, like, okay, we can actually get this guy. And then, just as I was watching it on the TV, someone else's missile hit it. I was like, oh fuck, something's gonna go wrong. But thankfully it didn't. Oh, I'm gonna go have lunch. Yeah, you guys have a good evening. Have a good night if you're tuning in, and see you guys around. Bye bye.
Yeah, see you, Luke.
Yep. Take her easy, guys. Gotta go.
See you, Luke. See
Or
you,
some
Mel.
dinner
See you,
might
Mel.
get later.
Peace for you too as well.
Yeah, see you later,
Yeah,
Z-Man.
cheers. Well, it's a good thing there's nobody shooting back at me here, because I'm getting low on these runs.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. I think there might actually be a ZSU down there. I'll check the map. Oh no, you're good. Oh man, Eso, you're not gonna believe what I just did.
What's up?
You know how we had our AI wingman?
Yeah.
I just pressed Alt J and took his jet.
Beauty.
Oh yeah, it works. That is hilarious. Wish I thought of that earlier, but oh well.
You still got bombs and shit on that one?
Yeah, I know. It's giving me the proper symbology here. That's hilarious. Alright, now I'm over towards you. Yeah, fuck man, we had like 34 aircraft take off the first time before the server tanked.
Yeah, listening to all the debrief, I can't believe there weren't any blue on blues.
I know, right? I think most people are pretty good with the SA page and stuff now, thankfully.
I don't know exactly what the setting is called, but I formatted my computer just last week and reinstalled DCS Fresh and everything. And as I was going through the DCS settings, just setting everything up, I went into the F18 special options, and I saw there was something that said like exaggerated afterburner sound or something like that, like or like enhanced afterburner sound or louder afterburner or something like that. And it's awesome because I don't have a throttle with a detent in it or anything like that. So now I can hear it plain as day, like as soon as that first stage burner kicks in.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I should probably get that set up since I don't have a detent either.
Alright, I'm rolling in from the north here with my last bomb on a row of fuel storage tanks.
Copy. I'm visual. Oh no. She wasn't armed.
Oh, I probably got low enough that the machine may have not let me do it. I did drop against the orders of the flashing Big X.
Hey, I don't like it when you do that. Alright, I'm popping up.
Yeah, I'm climbing up to Overwatch here.
I'll be quick. I added just a bit of fog. I'm sure you probably noticed them when we took off, but watching the flights come back in at the end of the mission was quite entertaining, to say the least. Like, once you get down to the altitude for your overhead brake, you can't see anything. Alright, I'm rolling in hot. And off to the west. Fuck.
I feel like the game may not give you credit for a good hit there, but a 1,000-pound bomb in like the doorway of that that concrete shelter, you know, you can call that like a logistical kill for sure. At least, like, you may not have leveled the building, but like that building is unusable.
Alright, back around for the other buildings here. And turn back off to the east.
Yeah, unfortunately, the jet you're in is in a Navy paint job.
Oh, fuck. Oh, there you go, that was the track. F-18 Hornet killed Small House. Fucking Small House.
Yeah, they shouldn't have put that house there.
What'd you think about the draft results?
Oh, pretty funny. Like, man, like you just
gotta.
You,
I felt like it.
You just
like
can't.
I
You just
knew it
can't.
was
You just
gonna
can't have the
happen.
lottery yet. Like, you just wait until the first round of the playoffs is over, then have the lottery. Like, I don't know. Fuck.
All right, double drop. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Fuck it. Eat a deck garage small. Alright, I can see your Christmas lights off in the distance.
Oh yeah, fuck! I never turned my lights off at any point in this mission.
Dude, the Libyans would have seen you by now.
All right, I'm gonna head back east over the water.
Copy. Bring us home.
Fuel 4.6. We're probably just gonna go home here.
Makes sense. What's your airspeed?
Real fucking slow and getting slower here. 220.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, fuck no. I'm going full burner here, and I'll climb back up to like I don't know.
Feels really weird flying from the other side of the map.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say it's sure is interesting seeing, you know, one of the Iranian airfields not from the perspective of shitting bombs down on it from 20,000 feet, but from like landing and, you know, taking off and stuff.
Fuck, I'm really happy that Alt-J thing worked on this AI jet.
All right, I'm conning.
What's your speed?
320. And I think I'll probably
Okay.
hold it there.
2 copies.
Yeah, we're gonna fly directly over this SA-8.
I think he's long gone. 2's rejoined right wing. Closing it in.
Yeah, visual. I'm correcting north here. Fuck the IP and exit point. We're going home here. It's late.
Yeah, fuck. I've been on since 5:30.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not that late for me, but you've been here fucking good session. All right, rolling wings level in 3.
Sort of things like up in PG.
Oh, PR and
Oh, sorry, PR,
pretty
PR.
good. But yeah, things have been pretty quiet here. No COVID or anything like that, but everything's been pretty shut down. It's tough, having only one of our kids is old enough to go to school, but no school for the last couple months of the year, and no sports is fucking killing me. Like, our hockey season got cut short, no softball.
Oh, man.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck, it's just killing me.
No recreation at all.
Yeah, like beer league sports is my exercise and my social life.
Yeah, it's kind of like me, like work and then beer league hockey. That's kind of where I hang out with the guys and stuff. And I don't know, I found it pretty hard going from like living with all your buddies for 4 years, like moving back in with your parents, and then going COVID mode. And then not only that, as I went out to Nova Scotia to be with my girlfriend, and we were in the middle of fucking nowhere. It was just me and her for like 2 months, and like couldn't do any jow stuff because it was too late. Be trying to sleep. And I just think like, fuck, I'm so happy just to go back to work for 1 day of the week just to hang out with the guys.
Yeah, I'm a mechanic. We never got shut down really. We slowed down a little bit, but I basically didn't miss any work or anything like that, which is too bad because working is all right, but I don't like it that much. I'm comfortable financially. Like, I could miss a bit of work and I wouldn't really feel it. But then, there are times where my wife's at work and I'm not. Like, she works on the weekends, and so I'm at home with both the kids myself, and it's like, oh man, sometimes getting out to go to work is a good thing.
Yeah. Just slow down before I kill you.
All right, we'll start descending here.
Yeah, I just imagine how much better this whole lockdown thing would have been if there was hockey.
Yeah, so not only is the complete lack of my own recreational beer league sports killing me, but then, like, you know what? I never really appreciated, I'm going to throttle back a little bit here, how much of my attention is occupied by, like, televised pro sports, hockey and baseball, and, like, talking about hockey or watching hockey. it was terrible. My oldest, who is 6, got right into hockey this year, like just in 2020, like just before COVID. He was like watching all the games with me. We were watching it all the time. We went to Vancouver, went to a game, and it was awesome because it was just like something he and I can bond over, kind of,
Yeah.
And then of course, like right when he's just right into it, it gets shut down. The NHL and Rogers or whoever made Game Center free for the season, like so you could go back and you could watch any regular season game from this year that had already happened for free.
Yeah.
And oh man, like when he was home, not going to school or whatever, like dude was watching like 3 hockey games a day.
No way.
Oh yeah, he'd just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch Buffalo versus Florida from January 2nd or something like that, right? Like just these random games.
You know what's funny? When I was a kid, I did the same thing. Like the old NHL Classic channel they used to have. I'd just go watch like if I was bored, I couldn't find anything to watch. I'd watch like a Flames game from like 1992 versus whatever. Because like when you're a kid, you don't really understand the whole standings and that kind of stuff. You just want to watch the game. At least that's kind of how I understood it back then. But that's pretty fun though.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at. You think is that all military base stuff? Is that all just like barracks, like all those rows and rows of buildings there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big base. All right, we'll start right-hand turn here. Yeah, I'm just going to turn into you, no big deal.
You're good.
Yeah, and we'll come in on, I don't know, doesn't matter. 2-1 right, I guess, will give us the shortest taxi.
Does your son have a favorite Canuck yet?
Horvat.
Good choice, good choice.
Yeah, but, Dad might have had a little bit to do with that pick. Oh, fuck, I'm just all into you here.
It's a better taste than me. My favorite player when I first got into hockey when I was a kid was Chris Simon.
That is a pick, man.
The reason why is pretty understandable because he wore number 15 on the Flames, and that was the number I wore when I played.
All right, here, fuck. I'm just going to cross under you to the right here.
Copy. You're all clear.
Yeah, it's so funny. Man, I don't know, the apple and the falling far from the tree, or the cat's in the cradle, or whatever you want to call it here. But for almost the exact same reason, when I was a kid watching hockey with my dad, my favorite player was Linden. And he wasn't necessarily the fastest or the flashiest or the leading scorer or whatever. Although actually in the early '90s he was pretty, he scored a ton. But I always, and maybe because that's the kind of guy my dad is. I've always liked guys that aren't, fired up, spit-firing, scrappers, slapping helmets on their team, being all agitated and aggressive and just battle to win or whatever. I like, respectful, quiet, lead by example kind of leadership types.
Sean Monahan.
And so, so my dad liked Linden, and I liked Linden, and now I like Horvat, and my son's picking up Horvat kind of for the same reason, I think. I'm starting to see what you're saying. From like 5,000 feet, all kinds of visibility on the airfield.
Yeah, where the fuck are we? Are we breaking right or are we breaking left?
Yeah, we're turning right, and we're gonna break right on for 2-1 right here.
Copy. I'm kind of the same way now. Like, although I do love Matthew Tkachuk, the only reason why I like him is because he's a Flames player. It's kind of hard not to like him when, one, everyone else hates him, but two, he like is often a difference maker in some of our games. But I still think like my favorite Flame right now just has to be Mark Giordano. Like he's just solid. Kind of like what you're saying. He's not super flashy. Because anytime he's on the ice, he usually does most things well. Handles his business when he needs to. Can make a play, you know. He's a great two-way defender. And like off the ice, he has all of his charity stuff he does. So good guy. Crazy story where he was undrafted and all that.
Wait, Mark Giordano was undrafted?
He was undrafted, yeah. He played in the WHL for 4 years, and then I think he played in the ECHL, AHL, and went to Russia.
Oh fuck, I had no idea. Hey, I can see the airport.
This is one of the better lineups I've seen.
I don't know, I feel like the radius on that turn was about appropriate. Oh fuck, I'm out of flares. Can't even flare in my break. Oh well, fuck. One is breaking.
She's breaking.
Oh fuck, what's the reciprocal? 0-3.
So if you like those kind of guys, what do you think of PK Subban?
Man, I don't like him, but I don't really know why. And like, it's not even because he's like a flashy, like, media darling guy or anything like that now. I feel like his game, he makes a lot of mistakes. Like, people kind of gloss over it because he makes a lot of good offensive plays, but I kind of feel like he's, like, other than maybe 1 or 2 good years, like, not that spectacular of a player.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what I think too. He's just a little overrated, in my opinion.
Alright, I'm turning shitty long final here, and then coming back to the right a bunch.
Just hoping the Flames pick up Jack Eichel this summer.
He's a guy that I don't actually get to watch a ton of just because he's in the Eastern Conference, but I think I watched the Sabres play the Canucks twice this year, like, you know, games that I watched all 60 minutes, and like, dude, he is wicked. Like, he's
so
crazy good at hockey.
Yeah, I really want him to get freed from Buffalo. Go to a not a very high step above, but the Calgary Flames franchise. I'm pretty worried about the lottery pick now, though, because I have a feeling freaking Edmonton's gonna get it. Like, just to add more obnoxiousness to this year.
Oh, I may have made a terrible mistake getting off at this taxiway. There's nothing but trucks over here.
Deal stop. Yeah, if the Oilers get Lafreniere, I think I'm gonna either end up dead or end up in jail.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited, like, just to watch hockey. Like, I can't even talk about how much I hate the Flames or the Oilers or Toronto or anybody. Like, man, I would really like to be able to turn on the TV and watch a professional hockey game.
Yeah. Oh man. Same. Yeah, I'd watch like New Jersey versus Buffalo in a heartbeat, and I'd love it. Man, we had such a sweet setup at my apartment. At the beginning of the playoffs last year, we had like 3 monitors going. All the guys would come over. Just peak playoff hockey, watching the Lightning get fucking swept by Columbus.
There was one year, a couple years ago, a buddy of mine. Actually, the guy that flew on our server a bunch, the Su-25 Kamikaze, that guy.
Yeah.
He, at the start of one NHL regular season, him and a buddy who lived together, they set up like, a TV and then a laptop and another computer. And for like the first 3 weeks of the NHL regular season, they didn't miss a game. Like they watched, whatever 100 games that took place in that first 3 weeks.
Yeah, I've definitely like the beginning of the hockey season. I'll watch Flames, Montreal, Winnipeg, and Toronto, and then there's a few other teams like the Panthers or the Coyotes that maybe I'll watch. Once it gets to like the midway point, I can't be bothered, but that's pretty hilarious. I don't know. I don't think I could watch that many games.
Yeah, I always do love the first round of the playoffs, though, when there's 4 games a day or whatever. And
there's just so much going on.
All right, no idea where I'm supposed to park, but I'm parking right here.
All of our teams were into like all of us together. We cheered for Toronto, so we were like, fuck, if we pick one team that we can all cheer for. So we ended up picking Toronto just because they had like a pretty exciting team, and it was also fun to like not only cheer for them but like get mad at them for sucking. So we'd watch Toronto. Then I was a Flames fan, and my other buddy was a huge Jets fan. He was a Montreal fan. Like, obviously it didn't work out for him, but there was so much fucking screaming and swearing. Oh fuck.